We are vastly superior to humans. You know it to be true, so do not resist us. Coming to you live via tape-delayed basis by means of digital distribution. This is Extreme Hardcore Nerds. Here are your hosts.
Ready, set, game on.
So, the other review.
Yes, with that, we turn it over to Stefan and Lollipop Chainsaw.
They're so tasty.
Is it? Does she have a lot of lollipops in the game?
There's so many lollipops.
Okay, good.
You collect lollipops.
Okay, yeah, it's a buy for me already now.
Yep. That's all you need. Lollipop reference. He's there for the sexual content. We all know that.
Wait, what?
But
oh, he's like,
yeah. So, I had the pleasure of playing Lollipop Chainsaw, the game I've been ranting, raving, and dying for the last, I don't know, year, since Suda even announced this, because we all know how much I will particularly go for a Suda game.
And sexualized zombie killing?
Oh, yeah. There's nothing sexier than killing zombies. Everyone knows that.
As a cheerleader.
I don't know, Michonne's not a cheerleader, and I find that hot. But,
who?
Walking Dead.
Oh.
References to other things. But, yeah, so getting into this one, I played the Xbox version. I don't know how that handles them between the other version, but basic synopsis as this goes. This game is stupid. This game is fucking stupid. It is so fucking stupid in every way, facet, or shape. And you will enjoy the hell out of it for that very fucking reason.
So it's like what I thought of Prototype?
Better. This thing is so much better than that. He will love this for that very reason. Because he loves Machete.
Oh, God.
It's a Grindhouse movie.
It's Machete with the chainsaw.
I don't know how long he'd be able to play it once the lollipop, oh,
That only happens at one specific point.
Okay, I thought it was just a background song.
No, and he would love that even more so. Because all the other music, you'll love this because there are MSI songs in it.
I know.
You'll love this because it's got tons of 80 rock songs in it.
As I say, I did just go see Rock of Ages last night. So.
Oh God. And it will give reason to all of the female songs because of that.
Industrial.
So, yeah, it doesn't shame itself with trying to explain its stupidity. It rides the wave of it and loves it so much for that very reason. The basic synopsis of this story for Lollipop Chainsaw is Juliet Sterling, the main character you'll play as, one day on her way to school, all of a sudden, all her friends in the entire school are suddenly turned into zombies, and it's her job to take them out. As you figure out about her later on, her family is an entire family of zombie hunters. You don't need an explanation why.
Nope.
You don't care about this world of why how this comes up. That's just how it is.
And she's a cheerleader.
So of course this leads into an assuming of multiple different kinds of gymnastic moves with a chainsaw that she amazingly keeps in her gym bag. Don't know how that made it past any of the school certification, any of the school metal detectors, especially the ones I went to. So, upon reaching the school in the first chapter, we get introduced to her love interest, Nick, her boyfriend, and as always. As in any horror movie, who's got to die when it comes to the guy and the girl? Oh yeah. So Nick gets infected, and you amazingly, I guess they also decided to throw in magic here. You cut off Nick's head before he gets infected, and now he's your little pal that you get to carry around, and he talks to you. Doesn't seem anything familiar to another Suda game if you've kind of caught the drift of how this is running.
I don't know.
Wait, what game?
What are the
Shadows of the Damned.
Oh, yes.
Your main character is a giant Mexican guy, and his gun, Big Boner, is a British character that talks to him. So same kind of riff here in that kind of manner. Yeah, exactly.
And you talk about people not seeing his expressions.
So that that I'll leave you with is how the story will ensue.
So many blowjobs.
The references galore. You will meet up other characters along the way, of course, more members of her family. The thing that's really to take from this in the nice manner is this is suited for the mainstream. There is so much easy access into this, it makes no sense. I mean, usually a lot of the times you kind of, for Suda's games, they take a little bit because they're somewhat deeper. They somewhat take a little bit of a mental strain to run through. This, no way. James Gunn wrote everything in this. If you can't handle a grindhouse movie, a horror movie, I don't know what's wrong with you. It's easy to walk into. Your main primary weapon in the combat, of course, is a chainsaw. You will later on get a gun, so there is a little bit of a shooting aspect to it. This is by no way a first-person shooter, so most of the aiming for that will be handled with sticky reticle. So you'll be able to easily pick off enemies like that. There aren't a lot of random sections for that as well. I should go into the enemies you'll face. You'll later on find out that you'll be fighting some I guess mystic otherworld demons more than zombies, because they come from another plane of reality, and each of them are all themed after a certain music genre. Oh, and of course, our first boss to get is, of course, our big fan. We've already seen him, and he's been announced. It's Jimmy Urine as Punk Rocker Zed. You would love him. The game is super unique, especially in Suda style, with how everything looks, the world plays as into the game and the combat. Zed attacks you. One of his main attacks is he screams words at you that physically attack you. You said something. You were talking about how this was like your prototype thing. Much worse. I want to take all the people who complained about Catwoman getting yelled at with bitch and all that stuff about how they want to just constantly word bitch and all the guys coming by, and compare it to what these guys will say to her in this.
Cover your small children. Cover your ears.
All small children we'll cover right now. Some of the random words that come generated out of just Jimmy's mouth. He attacks you with fucking bitch, vanilla slut. The best one. I even had to look this one up. Stupid coos. Exactly.
I want to know if he walked in there to do his voice acting. He's like, so what do you think your character would do to attack? Can I just yell random ass swear words at her?
How do you spell it?
I'm not telling you. But it's insane. And the great thing about them, no enemies are the same. And like that, in that manner, all the themes for each character will fit in a different manner. You'll get a metal god, and he attacks you with lightning. I can't put down the voice, but I swear I've heard his voice before. The one I know that I know that you're eventually going to play this in. Josie the Funk Zombie. When you read the references that they got him off of, he's it's too funny.
He's just having a blast.
I know, it's too good. He is dressed to the nine in just the worst outfit ever. He sounds like T-Pain.
Oh,
so
God.
his voice is modulated at times.
God, he's auto-tuned.
It's funny because he looks like he's gonna hate this game so much, but
and he wants to play it so bad. But the level you get to play him in is, you think you're gonna go to a disco room? Nope, it's an arcade.
Oh God!
And you didn't think, and this plays on your getting meta. You didn't think this game could get extra meta. You play a game within a game.
Oh God!
In another game. So the leveling is awesome. Every level changes. It never stays the same. You'll be playing a different thing every time. I did wear the Ash costume for one specific level.
Is this like open world, like a
it's not
Dead
open world.
Rising or anything?
No,
like
it's
that?
not open world. It's super linear path. This is very reminiscent for a lot of fans old arcade style. If you've played
House of the Dead.
House of the Dead for sure, Crazy Taxi mixed together with it.
Oh,
it's
God.
very arcadey. So you get
so
that.
fun.
This
So
game,
maybe kind of like Devil May Cry.
not necessarily like Devil May Cry. The combat isn't. It's not as fast and fluid as Devil May Cry's is. So I will say when you start out, you are pretty weak. You have some basic standard attacks, and you really have to play the game to level your character up to get all the extra abilities. But I will say, you want all of them because they're all funny to do and all funny to watch, and surprisingly, it all works very well. Trying to pull off string combos and kill enemies, it all works really well. It's really fun to just watch her do all these moves and that you just seem like the way she can do all this to kill zombies, but it really works out very well. You'll use all of the weapons. She does have a few different power attacks. Nick is actually a usable weapon as well. You can use Nick.
Yeah, you can decapitate a zombie and put his head on, and
there's a
then
part
he'll
in there
control
where
the body.
you will use Nick.
Oh, you
to,
watched this when you was playing it?
No,
yeah,
I just.
Saw it.
There are QTEs within this game, so it does have the, but it doesn't do it in a manner that seems a little overdone. So it kind of can keep you on pace with everything. I don't want to spoil too much with some of the other news, even though that most of them have been announced. Each stage level does have separate kinds of zombies as well. So while there are the standard just walk around, kill zombies, there are other zombies, specific stage level zombies that you won't get. Josie, in his level, there are breakdancing zombies. There will be no breakdancing zombies in any other part of the game. In the first level with Zed, there will be cheerleader zombies, and there will be football player zombies. They will not be in the other part of the game. So I did like that they had that attention to detail to put specific kinds of zombies in specific levels and not have them bleed over so that you just have this constant mash of just, I'm just going to get, every time I get a new zombie, I'm going to see him continuously over and over again. The gameplay peaks out. I put in, I think when I just checked my
Raptor?
my Raptor account, I think I was at 9 hours. I think the game peaks out between 7 or 8. I played a few extra levels over to try out some of the other modes. There's definitely replay value for this. There's a separate mode. Once you complete a level, you can play it again normally, or there's a leaderboard challenge in which you'll be able to play the level over, and it increases your level 1. So if you're playing on easy, you'll be playing on normal. If you're playing on normal, you'll be playing on hard, and so on. So, and this is basically a score attack and a time attack. So it's trying to get through the level as fast as you can and with as most points as you can. I can't really not justify any reason for anyone not to get this game. It's way too much fun. The dialogue between the characters, especially Juliet and Nick, is just like in Shadows of the Dam with Big Boner and the other guy. Juliet is like your old 80s girl, very, very ditzy, and but everything's modern age, but she's trapped in the everything is happy, no matter what. Some of the lines she says are just like, okay, I really wish I could hear that one more time. Like when she says, "It was so sad seeing my friends like that, but it was so fun killing them." And then Nick's just in the corner like, "Yeah, that's kind of great. Doesn't it all remind me of the depressing fact that all my friends are dead?" Or the better ones when they will have these like open form conversations, like they're talking about their relationship while killing zombies. Like, do you want to have a boy? It's like, do you want to have kids? I think that's kind of irrelevant now. Oh, well, we could just take a skin sample and then grow a baby in a petri dish. Well, I guess that's okay. Great. There will be a 50% chance that it'll be a cannibal. If not even just playing the game for the gameplay, just listening to those two talk is enough. It's really messed up. You will get a kick out of it.
I love how he keeps pointing to me.
Because you keep staring at me pretty hard like, I don't know.
I call first dibs on borrowing this, by the way.
All yours, buddy.
No, he has to play first. I'm giving this a solid buy for anybody. It's a new IP, so there really isn't like much to go out on to check if you would like this or not. I'm one of those people that's been like overly burned on the zombie genre as well.
Shakes it up.
It totally does. I mean, the fact that it doesn't do the whole weird thing. It's like zombies can only be killed if you shoot them in the head, or you know, cutting off their bodies or anything like that won't stop them. It's like, nope, just fucking stab, cut, slice zombies everywhere. You can kill them all in any manner form. Yeah, it's really hard to say in any other category. I mean, even for rent, I would be very like to say just rent this. Seriously, if you're a person who likes score attack games, to go back, replay values there, go ahead, pick it up. You'll have mountains of fun playing it, playing over it again. I'm happy to see this game come out and see Pseudo actually get a mainstream game that looks like it could be very popular, and hopefully will get him to another level to get him more money to do more games like this.
I hope it's not like a Catherine game.
It's not hard.
No, I don't mean hard. I mean like, because Catherine was a great game. It's just it didn't get that so much recognition. Do you think this one's going to be just like that?
This is going to get way more recognition
Okay.
because the marketing for it has been really great.
Okay.
They've actually pumped it out quite a bit more. Catherine, not so much. And also, that studio is usually very low-key on how they do their stuff. They spend most of their money on making their game solid. So, did I convince anybody?
Oh, like I said, I'm first dibs.
You have to go buy it.
What? No.
Him too.
Gamefly.
You're a terrible person.
You're just now figuring this out.
Stefan,
No, I'm the terrible person.
Stefan, I'll probably buy it when I get a little bit extra
Yeah.
cash, but I want to borrow it first. So.
I just love how he's trying to justify this so much.
At least he's trying.
No, I was talking to game. I was talking to
It's a
game.
service I'm paying for.
Dude, I was talking to GameStop about it. I was talking to GameStop about it, and now like, how many copies have you sold? And they're like, oh, we sold quite a bit. And then I'm like, okay.
I
Like,
do want to see
you
some
know
of the
any?
final
Do you know
numbers.
any of like the reviews of it? And they're like, no, the reviews aren't really out of it. I'm like, well, I'm gonna wait for Stefan's review. But most likely, if he's gonna tell it's good, it's actually good. I'm gonna go and buy it next time I get paid. But I want to play it first, and I don't usually rent games. I rent it from friends.
Yeah.
Because I usually.
Rent it from
Rent
friends.
games, I
Rent
rent them from friends, aka I'm
I don't
not
have to pay
paying
for
at the
it.
end.
But I usually buy them right after that. So.
Yeah, so Gunnar, there's more than enough reason to go get this. I know you. When I was playing with you, you were slightly says like, "Oh, you just fucked him and he's already done." It's like it continues into the funny.
I know there's good reason to buy it, but there's 60 big reasons why not to buy it.
What's this? Oh, if you really need to wait and then pick it up later for a lower price if you're a little bit
Tight.
strapped for cash. But if you have the money and you have children to feed, spend the money on the game. The children will find food.
So what you're saying is, if you're Latrell Sprewell, I'm the only one that got that one.
Yes, you are.
That's why we all left you there.
So,
Thanks.
By the dock.
podcast.
So yes, that does end this edition of the Extreme Hardcore Nerds podcast for this week. Thank you very much for joining us as always. As next week we will bring you all the news, plus we will have a review of Batman 2 DC Universe.
Oh yeah.
You might want to preface that with Lego.
Possibly, maybe, sorta.
Lego. Batman.
And a maybe possible surprise DS review? If I can get my hands on it.
Fine.
Oh, God.
I'm going to push this.
Yeah. And we'll see how far your review goes when I just hit mute on your mic.
You son of a bitch, there's 3 more. I'll find a way.
20 minutes of no sound. So, with that having been said, of course, I have been your host, your all-knowing, exalted one, your king of kings, Andy Kruger. And joining me this week...
I guess the more alert now, vanilla slut killing, stupid coos wearing, the Dark Reaper.
Oh, God.
What's up, guys?
Wow.
I just like it what it means.
Note to self, make sure we put the explicit on iTunes this week.
We have to. This is worse than Prototype. More fucks than the fuckheads and the fucking ends.
And also joining us,
Goats, Boats, Glory, and Gunner.
and last but certainly not least,
Garrett for.
Time for us to get the funk out of here.
peace.
Happy Father's Day.